Hello. Well, we decided to take a trip to Lake Tobias Wildlife Park this Sunday, May 4th, 2025. When you park, they will give you this brochure with lots of useful information and a map of the park. However, I put it in my purse and forgot about it, but we were pretty familiar with the layout because we had been there before. It's a really beautiful place, so I wanted to share it with you and see if you think it'll be a good place for you and your family. We went right to the tiger because that's one of my son's favorites. So that was really cool to see this enormous animal this close. When you park, you pay at that little welcome stand, and it is $10 per person. Children under 3 are free. And if you are active duty military or retired military veteran, member of the National Guard, your admission is also free, as well as the safari tour. The safari tour is very nice. I highly recommend that. It is 150 acres of natural habitat, and you'll see hundreds of animals on that tour. That is an extra $9. Totally worth it. But again, under 3 years old is free, and military discount applies there as well. So as you can see, these peacocks roamed freely throughout the park. They'd be perched on fences or just walking around. This ostrich followed us for a little bit. I was just amazed how huge it was and kind of dinosaur-like to me. So yeah, we just walked around this time. We did not do the safari tour, but you can certainly do that as well. They recommend, usually about 4 hours or so at the park. Most families tend to spend, but you could, of course, stay longer or, split it up into 2 days if you wanted to, which is probably what we'll do. We missed one area, the West End entrance exhibits. And that's where they have the giraffes. You can actually meet the giraffes. They have the African lion, swans, all sorts of other animals on that end, as well as a big aquarium. So I'll probably do a video when we visit that area next time. The monkeys were very popular with the guests, and especially children. Of course, we couldn't pass up a chance to go in the gift shop. The gift shop seemed like it was brand new. Everything here is very clean, and it was very calming and soothing too, which is kind of counterintuitive for a zoo. But our son has sensory processing disorder, and so he's very sensitive to, loud noises and big crowds and certain smells and bright lights. This place was very calming, and we were a little bit surprised, but he did really well. We were able to stay there for about 2 hours. So they had some really unique items in the gift shop. And we did walk out with 3 items. Could have walked out with a lot more, but we just held him to 3 purchases. The gift shop is open weekdays 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and weekends 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the gibbon, you will hear the gibbon before you will see the gibbon probably, because it had a very loud wailing call, which is pretty cool. So then we ventured over to the museum. But not before we checked out these adorable little monkeys. There were lots of zoo babies here, and they were just really cute to see. And there's a good close-up of the rope in case you wanted to see what rope fiber looks like. But then we ventured to the museum. That's the exit. Oh well. In through the outdoor. It's a Zeppelin album. So the J.R. Tobias Museum and Education Center was a nice little museum. It did give you a glimpse of the origins of Lake Tobias. It was started by a Marine, J.R. Tobias, who wanted to turn his country family home into this beautiful wildlife safari park. So then we headed outside to see some adorable baby goats, and also decided that we'd like to go to the petting zoo. So on the way we got to see the peacock with its plumage stretched out, which was beautiful, and got to observe the kangaroos from a bit of a distance, but still something cool that you don't see every day. The petting zoo is open weekdays May through Labor Day, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., weekends May through September, 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., and October, 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The animals were very calm in here. They weren't real aggressive, even though we did purchase a cup of food. It is free to enter the petting zoo, but you can purchase a souvenir cup with the food that they're allowed to eat in it. You can only feed them the food in the park because it's approved by the USDA, and that was $4. So we just had to go over to these cute little guys, and this one, I felt like he could tell me ancient secrets or something, provided he could talk, but I was quite mesmerized by him. There were little baby goats in here as well, but they were a little bit fearful of us, so we didn't get to pet them, but everything else came right up to you, including this thing, which was, I don't know, a bit unnerving, the way he was just staring at us. But really, they were overall gentle. It was kind of like having a bunch of dogs come up to you for a treat. But they didn't jump on me, so I was grateful for that. And he's looking at me for more food. I had nothing left. So there's beautiful water features everywhere here. Of course, there's a couple of lakes, and it's just really a relaxing, calming place to be. We did get to see the miniature horse. He was inside the petting zoo last time, but this time he was probably on a break, I guess. And my son loved this deer. It was hard for him to pull himself away. So next we visited the Reptiles and Exotics building, and that was really cool to see a poison dart frog. A couple of them in there that we could see. And snakes and lizards. You can touch an alligator or a snake when they have them out. They do presentations about 20 minutes long. The doors are closed during the show times, or you can just walk through as we did, when it's not during the show time. We went back outside. It was raining for a little bit, just a passing shower, but I was able to get more footage of the bears. That's what is also nice about this zoo, that the enclosures are, very large and, also beautiful, but you can go around to another side to get, a better view of the animals. And you can also hear the animals really well, so this was pretty cool. If you're still with me, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough and that you can visit Lake Tobias Wildlife Park in person. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe for more videos of beautiful places in and around PA. Thanks for watching.